One of the osteokinematic movements at the ankle joint is dorsiflexion. This occurs at the talocrural joint, which is where the distal tibia and fibula contact the dome and sides of the talus bone on the foot. 1 degree of freedom is afforded at this joint. Arthrokinematically, dorsiflexion features simultaneous rolling forward and sliding posterior of the talus bone relative to the tibia and fibula. There are 4 prime movers in ankle dorsiflexion: the tibialis anterior, the extensor digitorum longus, the extensor hallucis longus, and the peroneus tertius. The tibialis anterior originates on the lateral condyle and superior half of the lateral surface of tibia and interosseous membrane. It inserts on the medial and inferior surfaces of the medial cuneiform and base of first metatarsal. Its nerve supply is the deep peroneal nerve, which is nerve roots L4 and L5. The extensor hallucis longus originates on the middle part of the anterior surface of the fibula and interosseous membrane. It inserts on the dorsal aspect of the base of the distal phalanx of the great toe, the hallux. Its nerve supply is the deep peroneal nerve, which is also nerve root L4, L5. The extensor digitorum longus originates on the lateral condyle of the tibia and superior 3/4 of the medial surface of the fibula and interosseous membrane. It inserts on the extensor expansion of the middle and distal phalanges of the lateral 4 toes. It is innervated by the deep peroneal nerve, nerve roots L4, L5. The peroneus tertius originates on the inferior third of the anterior surface of the fibula and interosseous membrane. It inserts on the dorsum of the base of the fifth metatarsal. It is innervated by the deep peroneal nerve, nerve roots L4, L5. Palpation techniques and actions of these muscles as it applies to ankle mechanics will be covered next. In palpation of the prime movers in dorsiflexion, it is easiest to identify the tendons of the tibialis anterior, extensor digitorum longus, and extensor hallucis longus before palpating the 4th prime mover, the peroneus tertius. Of the 3 major prime movers, the most medial on the foot is the tibialis anterior tendon, which crosses the ankle joint to the lateral side and then becomes muscle belly up to its origin on the lateral tibia. The extensor digitorum is the most lateral and is easily recognized as the tendons feeding each of the 4 toes. The muscle then feeds up anterolaterally to the leg onto the lateral tibia. The middle tendon is the extensor hallucis longus and is visible right on top of the first metatarsal. It then feeds up the anterolateral portion of the leg to its origin on the fibula, much lower than the extensor digitorum. For the peroneus tertius, begin at the insertion point, which is at the base of the 5th metatarsal. The muscle then becomes muscle belly on the anterior portion of the leg, up to its origin at the inferior third of the fibula. The purpose of the muscle stringing technique is to show the line of force that the muscle produces. For each of the 4 prime movers in dorsiflexion, the string was placed at the origin and insertion, and it is apparent that when dorsiflexion occurs, the string is pulled towards the origin as the muscle shortens and creates the desired osteokinematic and arthrokinematic motion. Muscles were strung in the following order for this video: tibialis anterior, extensor hallucis longus, extensor digitorum longus, and peroneus tertius. When dorsiflexion occurs, the outcome with regard to the string is the same for each, indicating that these muscles are shortened with this action.